Welcome to Through the Lens of Astrology. I'm your host, Heather Arielle. And Mercury, well, it has finally gone direct. It is still in Aquarius, as is Saturn and Jupiter. So we still have a lot of Aquarian energy, which really helps us to connect to our most original parts. It's so humanitarian, that wonderful independent thinking. So, yeah, we still have a lot of that energy. But Mercury going direct, it means, okay, all that wonderful work you've been doing over the last few weeks, all the reflection, whatever ideas you've been working on, well, it is time now to share them with others, to implement, to move forward with them. Yeah, so this is very forward moving energy. And the other transition that has just happened, the sun. The sun has now entered. It's left Aquarius and it has entered Pisces. Okay. Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac, the 12th and final sign. And remember, we always look at the zodiac. It begins with Aries. So Aries represents new beginnings. And as we go through the zodiac, from Aries to Taurus to Gemini, through the 12 signs, there is evolution that takes place. So whether we're working on ourselves, a project, a relationship, we're being encouraged to bring in the energy as the sun moves through those signs, because if we can embrace that sun energy, it allows us to deepen whatever we're doing. So that's the progression and the evolution. So now, all right, the 12th and final sign, Pisces does represent the highest level of consciousness. So it is a wonderful time to really embrace every activity that helps deepen our metaphysical journey and to help really connect us to the most spiritual, ethereal parts. It is the least connected to the physical plane. So Taurus is the most connected to the physical plane. The earth signs in general are the most connected, Taurus especially. And then Pisces is the least. It is ethereal. It is that otherworldly energy. So, this is now a wonderful time to embrace our imagination, our creativity, our, you know what? It's visionary energy. It's visionary. It is the energy of the dreamer. So, yeah, it's good. We don't have to be so practical. It's actually okay to say, you know what? Let's connect to our ideal right now, just, for a little bit. Let's check in with, now Aquarius was nice in that the 11th house, that's our hopes and wishes. So hopefully, if we were all connecting with the Aquarian energy of that Mercury retrograde, we were reconnecting to our deepest hopes and wishes. Now, with Pisces coming in, that says, okay, now let's connect to our ideals, right? Which is similar, but it's slightly different, and allow us to dream, to say, you know what is my ideal? I'm just going to dream right now. I'm not going to worry all the time about being totally practical, because sometimes we just need to let our imagination take over. And so, with this energy, it's really about connecting to those parts of ourselves. And I have a wonderful oracle spread that I developed just to help us all really manifest the gifts of Piscean energy. And I'm going to do that in a little bit. And the messages that I pull during that reading, they will be for everyone listening, because remember, by our collective listening, we form a group. So if you're listening to Through the Lens of Astrology radio show or podcast, yeah, you're part of this group, and the messages will be for you, as they will be for me. Pisces it is a water sign. So anytime there is water in a chart, that is all about feelings. And Pisces is the most sensitive. Now, the other water signs, we have Scorpio, which is the most intense. Those are those passionate, almost out of control, obsessive feelings, very, very deep. And that also goes with Scorpio. That's why they talk about the stinger with Scorpio. That could be they feel the betrayal and the hurt. And then Cancer is very nurturing water energy. Pisces is a little bit different. Pisces is that universal compassion, is empathy, empathy, empathy. It is just the most sensitive water energy. So, a gift right now that's open to all of us, we can really open our hearts and feel, just feel not only for ourselves, but just feel so easily for others. And it's so important. It's so important. We've all gone through so much over the last year that we really need to keep our hearts open and always remember to put ourselves in someone else's shoes. Pisces make the great actors. They're the best actors, hands down. Pisces is going to be somewhere in that chart, or a strong Neptune or 12th house planets, because Pisces is, if you cut yourself, if somebody else cuts themselves, you bleed, right? You cut yourself, I bleed. It is absolutely unifying energy. It is feeling, it is compassion. And water, when we look at, you can use, if you want to reference and stay present with the energy, you may want to use the Fundamentals of Astrology Oracle deck that I created with artist Tom Cummins. And I'm holding up the water card right now. You can use these cards as flashcards to say, oh, yeah, okay, Pisces is water. Let me help connect with that. Look at the water card. You can read the message on it. I second that emotion. Your emotions are awakening. Feel the full force of your compassion and empathy. Or you can just look at the image and connect to it, because that art is a way to really bring healing into our lives. And art elevates our existence, as astrology does. And so by connecting to the beautiful watercolors of artist Tom Cummins, you can just immediately become present with the energy. So whether it's your energy you want to be present with, or the energy that's going on right now, that's a wonderful way to use that deck. Now, Pisces is also mutable. So the modality is mutability. And the other mutable signs, we have Gemini, we have Sagittarius, we have Virgo. Mutability is all about, it's like, no, it's being like bending like a willow in the breeze. It's being able to adapt. It is the most adaptable energy. And Pisces is the most amorphous. Okay. So it's a little bit different with the mutability of Pisces. Pisces is really, uh, it's, it's so mutable. There are no boundaries. Boundaries dissolve with Piscean energy. So if there's all this Piscean energy, and Piscean energy comes into contact with something else, it just completely just goes around and covers it and surrounds it and becomes part of it. Okay. So that's what happens when you have mutable water. Now, there are huge gifts with that mutable water: the compassion, the empathy, being able to feel for others. When you do that, you can really develop wonderful art. And it's not just great for acting, it's great for making films, for dance. It's extremely musical. It really covers all art, poetry. I mean, any art, the arts, yeah, connected to Pisces, creativity and imagination. But it's also then a hospice care, being any type of healer. Uh, Doctors often fall under Piscean because they do need to heal. Anytime you're trying to heal someone and put healing energy out there, yeah, we're going to be activating Piscean energy. So, with the sun in Pisces, this is all about connecting to the healer within ourselves, right? So, to do things that really bring healing to us, and also to do what we can to put healing energy out into the world, healing, compassionate energy. So, other people, and boy, do people need a lot of healing right now. So, we can offer that and help to heal others as well. Now, two planets are connected to Pisces. Sometimes zodiac signs have co-rulers. So in this case, it's both Jupiter and Neptune. So with Jupiter and Neptune, now Neptune is such visionary energy. Boy, Neptune is just transcendent. So it really is all about, I mean, it even says on the card, a psychic gateway has opened. Quiet your mind and connect to your guides. Honor what you hear. So it's very sensitive. This is a wonderful time. If you do any meditation, boy, oh boy, oh, it's especially transcendent with energy in Pisces. And if you have Pisces in your chart, I strongly encourage you to start some type of meditation routine, because it's just perfect for Pisces and for Neptune. And Neptune is it's wonderful for the imagination. It's very, very visionary. It is the energy of the dreamer. That's why Pisces, it's all about dreaming. So we want to really connect to our dreams right now and allow ourselves to dream, because I know it's always important. We got to be practical. I mean, we always need to be manifesting in practical, tangible ways. But Pisces also says, yeah, but it's okay to dream too. It's like, make sure that you don't spend all your time being so practical. Connect to your ideal visions, because Pisces is the ideal too. And we do always want to reconnect every once in a while, say, okay, right, what's our ideal? What is the ideal? And let's move a little bit closer to manifesting that ideal. But with Neptune, we also want to make sure, Neptune can be so dreamy and so visionary. Sometimes we don't quite have the optimism that we need. Well, that's where Jupiter comes in. With Jupiter's connection to Pisces, this gives the hope, the optimism to say, oh no, we can make our dreams come true. And you may notice that, just as Aquarians, I talked about, some Aquarians resonate with Saturn or Uranus because they have co-rulers. That's what happens when co-rulers are involved. So with Pisces, the co-rulers, Jupiter and Neptune, that means you're going to find, when you run into Piscean individuals, you're going to notice that they will resonate a little bit more to one or the other. The Neptune Pisces, these are just the total artists. They're completely connected and almost lost in their imagination, creativity. They're real dreamers, real beautiful dreamers and visionaries and psychics and very spiritual people, completely of the ethereal. They're very otherworldly, very ethereal. So they are just not at all connected in a way to the earthly plane. They are just kind of flying in the clouds. Now, the ones that are connected to Jupiter, you're going to see a little more optimism and hope, and a little more, because Jupiter is fire, even though Pisces is water. Jupiter allows, it brings in an energy that, these are sort of the Pisces that kind of, you actively see them pursuing their dreams, and they really help other people make their dreams come true. So they're the more active visionaries. All right. So Pisces are going to be, you got Pisces in your chart, you're going to have an area where you're going to be very sensitive and a creative and spiritual and transcendent. But with the Jupiter, you're going to be, it's going to be easier for you to act on your Piscean desires. And Pisces is also about the ideal. And so that's going to be the difference. They're going to be a little more active with the Jupiter. Now the Neptune, they let me clarify, because the Neptune creative types, they can produce amazing amounts of masterpieces, but it's really focused, it's focused on their art, and it's private. It's not, it's, they get the art out there. But with Jupiter, it comes with, they're actually inspiring other people, so they're actually going to be going out there, getting people to meditate, getting people to actively doing things. These are the artists who teach, because Jupiter is also teaching and publishing. And so they're going to be more about, their energy is going to be more out, let's say that, outward energy, versus the Neptune Pisces, incredibly internal, incredibly internal. And as I've said, the 12th and final house of the zodiac, all right, the 12th house is the house of transcendence. It says, take a slow boat and dream, peaceful, tranquil energy. gently envelops you. Enjoy your solitude. There is solitude involved in the 12th house because it allows for profound reflection. So, while the sun is in Pisces, it's similar to a retrograde. So, if you didn't have a chance during the last Mercury retrograde that we just got out of in Aquarius, if you just felt, because sometimes retrogrades can just be they're just hectic times. If you didn't have a chance to relax, recharge, and rejuvenate, that's why I said, guess what? Pisces is here, Sun in Pisces. You have a whole nother month to try to find some time to yourself, right? So either go in nature and just ground yourself, just take that moment where all you hear, you quiet your mind, and all you hear are the sounds of nature, right? That's so rejuvenating. Do your meditation, do any kind of spiritual routine with this, or just it's quiet solitude time. You can go get a book and get a cup of tea and just go to a quiet place. Just it's allow yourself to have some solitude. It's very, very regenerating while energy is in the sign of Pisces. Now, this is the house of secrets. This is the house of secret knowledge. Astrology is full of secret knowledge, metaphysics, right? It's sort of that knowledge that's hidden to us. We sort of have to quiet our mind, connect to our guides, meditate. And in those very peaceful, quiet, sensitive moments, we sort of, oh, okay. Yeah, this is how I feel. This is how I really feel about this. Or, oh, that's a revelation, right? Those profound revelations that come upon deep reflection. It's secret knowledge. There's also secrets. So you can, people with a lot of Pisces or 12th house planets, oh yeah, they're going to have their secrets. They're going to be able to keep a lot of secrets from everyone, and that's why they make such great actors too. They can just easily become other people. It's shape shifting energy. And so, yeah, Pisces, that's why when we are out of balance with Piscean energy, then it gets to be very deceptive and it gets to be very, what's really going on here? But in balance, we choose creative ways and to become other people, and then you act and you're not really deceiving. But remember, there's the in and out of balance energy with everything, right? With all 12 zodiac signs, and we're going to make those choices. We make free will choices to be in balance with our energy. Okay. Okay. Now you may want to get out your 2021 Astro Planner workbook. And this, if you don't have one, you can go to Arielle's Astrology, Arielles astrology.com, and you can get one, and you can get it 30% off. Just use Planner 30, and it has so many really fun, creative astrology activities to help you be present with your energy. And it has so many unique oracle card spreads that I developed to help you connect and really make the most of your energy. It's all about how can we be present with our energy. And if you don't have your natal chart yet, get your natal chart. You can get one for free. It's so easy. Just Google free natal charts. If you want my design, then you can go to Arielle's Astrology and you can order a natal chart from me. You can purchase one, but you can also get them free off the internet. It's worth it. It's a snapshot of the cosmos the moment you were born. It illuminates your path. Astrology illuminates the path, and your natal chart illuminates your path. And it's so easy. Get it. And then if you use it in conjunction with my oracle deck, the fundamentals of astrology, or my workbook, you're going to be able to manifest your energy instantly, because it's all about everything I create is how to empower you, to help you be self-reliant, so you don't have to depend on spending all of this money, right? To get people to, yes, you should have an astrology reading, but you can get so much yourself if you get your chart and you get my deck and my book. I created it so you can really do things immediately that just makes you present with your energy, because awareness, it's just what it's all about. When we become aware of our energy, it's just easier to manifest, and we just start to manifest instantly. Okay. Now, all right, so I want to do this wonderful Pisces oracle card spread that's really going to help us all connect to the Piscean energy. So I'm just going to add in these cards because I had separated the cards that were connected to Pisces. I'm going to add them in. I'm just going to shuffle now. All right. So with Pisces, so the first card I'm going to draw, it's really going to be about creativity. And because it doesn't matter what you do, okay? Even if you're not using creativity for your profession, creativity enhances every part of our life, right? And whether it's science, it doesn't matter what you do, creativity will enhance it. So the first card that we're going to choose, I'm going to draw a card that if we embrace this energy, we will enhance our creativity. It will help us to be more creative. Okay. Okay, I'm just shuffling because I took those cards. Those cards were separated. So, okay, here we go. All right, let's embrace this energy and we will be, even more creative. Oh, okay, I love it. Oh my gosh, how perfect is this Leo energy? My gosh, this is the most creative energy. Okay. Leo is self-expressive energy. It says on the card, express yourself. Magical, creative energy is all around you. It is all around you. Lap up the praise and attention. You deserve it. All right. Leo is fire. Leo is active. It is fifth house. So with Leo, and Leo's connected to Gemini, and that they're the kids of the zodiac. Okay. They like to have fun. And how can we be creative? It is about honoring the child within you, right? And allowing yourself to be playful. Okay. We get very serious. I know these are serious times. I know. And we're all going through so much. Leo says, don't forget to have fun. So, how can we all be more creative? We need to have fun. We need to make sure that we are allowing fun and playfulness and also express ourselves. It means there's you got to express yourself, right? So either journal, like take piano lessons, journal, take an art class, listen to some music. It's connect to an art and just express yourself, right? Sometimes we have all these ideas and we're just not practicing them, right? Oh, that is really gorgeous. All right, we're going to lighten up. We're going to have some fun. We're going to play and we're going to allow ourselves to play because all children are creative. We all start out endlessly creative. We're playing, right? We play. And then when the people who are professionally creative, they just extend play. It's just extended play. We never stop playing. And so if you feel that maybe you become too adult and too serious, the Leo is there to say, yeah, don't forget to play. Okay, that's gorgeous. All right, so now the second card, because Pisces is all about the ideal, and we do want to, we had that beautiful Aquarian spread last month, and it reminded us to connect to the wish house. I remember we got the 11th house reversed, and I was so moved because it was saying we need to connect to our deepest wishes. And because we don't reincarnate to settle, we reincarnate to grow, to transform, to seek joy, to experience the highest levels of joy and bliss. And that's important. And and Pisces takes it one step further, Pisces and Neptune, because we have our wishes in the 11th house. And then Pisces says the ideal. What is the ideal? Right. And that's we reincarnate to really reach our highest levels of consciousness. And so, and the ideal. So with this second card, in case we've kind of got sidetracked a little bit from our ideal way of life, this card is going to say, if we embrace this energy, it will help us to connect and manifest our ideals. Okay? Whether it's our ideal relationship, our ideal artistic endeavor, right? Or an ideal project, whatever it is. Okay? All right. So let's embrace this energy. All right. And we will. It will help us to manifest our ideals. Oh my gosh, cardinal energy. Okay. This is do it yourself. This is a green light. It even has a dark green border and it's a green light. Embrace change and new beginnings. It's up to you to manifest your dreams. This is a very clear message. How can we manifest our ideals? Well, we can stop settling. And it says, green light, embrace change and new beginnings. There may be a change that you need to make, right? There may need to be a new beginning, right? Either a new project, a new relationship, something new, a new diet. There's something new that if you bring in, it will help you connect to your ideals. So really look around. When you get the cardinal card, if this is going to help us manifest our ideals, then we all need to, okay? Because I'm part of this. This message is for me as well. We all need to look around at everything we're doing, the people with whom we're interacting, the projects we're working on, the food we're eating. And there are going to be some changes that we need to make. And to say, okay, of all these things that we're doing and of all the people in our lives, are they really helping us manifest our ideal way of life? Are they connecting and reinforcing and supporting our ideals? That's really important. And in that way, it's really connected to our values. So this is saying we can manifest our ideals as long as we're willing to use our individual initiative, really our self-starter individual initiative energy, right? And we don't wait for other people to come along and say, oh, what do you really want to do? Okay, I'm going to make that happen for you. No, this is saying get in touch, right, with what you really want to do and then do it. Do it. This is a beautiful green light, right? And get other people involved. Now you can go to other people, right? It doesn't mean you have to do it alone, okay? It just means you need to get the ball rolling yourself. All right. And then you can get other people on board. That's fine. Okay. But cardinal energy, you get the ball rolling. Okay. Now, all right. Now, I also mentioned that Pisces is about boundaries. It's so amorphous. It's that water, that mutable water. It's just going to morph around anything that crosses its path. So we got to be careful with boundaries. Sometimes now when it comes to universal love, oh, that's so wonderful that Pisces does not have boundaries because we want to love everyone. We want to love everyone and everything, even people who disagree with us. We want to love them. Okay. So universal love is gorgeous. That's a gift. However, there's a downside. We do need boundaries and we want to respect the boundaries of others, right? And we want to have boundaries ourselves. So make sure that people are respecting you and not crossing your boundaries. It's okay to say, yeah, you know what? You're crossing my boundary here and I need a little more room. Because it's a water sign, Pisces during Pisces season, and if you have Pisces in your chart, you can over absorb like a sponge, okay? Because it's water and you're taking all of it in. So if when boundaries are crossed too much, you really overabsorb, then you get exhausted and drained and you got to wring yourself out. So one way to wring yourself out is to develop strong boundaries. So this is going to be a way to say, okay, let's check in with our boundaries. If we embrace this energy, it will help us to not only honor our own boundaries, but to honor the boundaries of others. Yeah. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh my, oh my gosh. Libra energy. Okay. Okay. So if Libra energy, all right, we need to embrace Libra energy to honor boundaries. Think about what is Libra. It is the essence of equality. It is the most balanced zodiac sign. It is the only zodiac sign that is an inanimate object, right? Libra, the scales. All right. So, how can we honor our boundaries? That means we really need to look at our relationships. They need to be equal. Okay, we all have at least one relationship that's going to be out of sync, that's going to be out of balance. All right. So that means, and that happens if one partner is pushing boundaries too much on the other. That's how we get out of balance relationships that aren't equal. So all of us, all right. Do what we can. Let's take actions. Let's take actions this month. Go through each relationship you have and do what you can to balance the scales and create a fair, balanced, equal partnership. Okay. And where people can then respect boundaries. It also means use your assertive diplomacy. So if you feel somebody is crossing boundaries, you don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to get into a fight or anything like that. Use your beautiful Libran assertive diplomacy and just assert yourself and say, hey, I'm uh, this situation is exhausting me a little bit. I really want to help you, but I feel that it's drained me a little bit. Just use your assertive diplomacy and be very honest about what you need, the type of relationship that you want, that you really want a balanced, equal relationship. And it's social, and it's using your words, and it's also, this is about negotiation and compromise. So it could also say, if Libra energy is going to help us restore healthy boundaries, then there may be some negotiation and some compromises, right? Because we all need things, we all have different needs at different times. And there are times when, because of illness or because of certain situations, uh, relationships do and should get out of balance because one person does have to step up. But we want to make sure that it doesn't become a habit or a pattern, that it really is only in exceptional circumstances. And that's why, after some kind of situation where it just gets a little bit harder once a situation gets out of balance, even if it was for a good reason. It's important as quickly as you can to bring it back into balance. And so negotiate, compromise. It's verbal. Libra's verbal. So you're going to have to communicate with your words, and you're going to have to say, you know what? I feel that maybe this is infringing, or I'm not comfortable. This may be a little intrusive, and you want to set up the boundaries that you want to set up. And as you develop new relationships, because energy is going forward, as you develop new relationships, just try to start off being aware of that, to say, I really want this to be an equal partnership, that we really hear each other out, we honor each other. And when we have differences, we find ways to negotiate and compromise. Okay. Wow, that's very powerful. This is a very powerful spread. And you know what? You can do this spread at home to get even more individual messages. But if you're listening, these messages are for you. But if you want even more specific messages, do the spread at home. And you can do this spread. I'm using my deck, the Fundamentals of Astrology Oracle deck, but you can use any Oracle deck, and you can use any Tarot deck, right? And you will receive beautiful, accurate messages that will really help you connect with Piscean energy and make the most of the energy right now. Okay, so now the fourth card. All right, so as I said, Pisces 12th house, final sign of the zodiac. It is all about the highest manifestation, um, the highest levels of consciousness, right? That's what Pisces brings. So the fourth card in this oracle card spread is, if we embrace this energy, it will really help us connect to our highest levels and reach our highest levels of consciousness. Okay. Okay, so the fourth card of how can we reach our highest level of consciousness? Look at this. The MC, This is the midheaven card, the medium celli card. Now, when you use the Placidus chart system, this is the first degree of your 10th house. But even if you use it, even if you use the whole sign astrology, it's very important. Okay. This really represents information that we can find out about you that we don't have to know you personally. This is your career, your reputation, your status, your spouse, where you live. This is a very, very, very public point, but this is a very professional point as well. So, if we want to reach our highest levels of consciousness, this means this is saying we have something to share with, as Stephen Forrest says, the tribe. I love that. This is the group. I talk about the group all the time. Okay. So, this is outward energy. The MC is outward, it is public, it is professional. It is saying you have something to share in the most public way. Now, this could be now I'm not saying that, okay, oh, we're going to be on the cover of Time. No. If you're, depending on how public you are, this is the most public energy. But say that you're a teacher in a school, okay? You have something to share with all of the teachers, right? Or with the school itself, okay? Depending on what you're doing, you want to look and make the biggest group. Okay, so from your vantage point, and if you're in a retirement home, okay, you will have something to share with everyone living there. Okay, it's that kind of thing. It doesn't mean, oh, you've got to go call the newspapers and and do a New York Times interview. It means look at your circle. Okay, however big your circle is, if you want to reach your highest levels of consciousness, you have something to share with them. And if you're listening to this show, this podcast, this radio show, then you really uh, you're on a beautiful metaphysical journey. You want to become as open as you can and present with your energy. You're asking the big questions. You're interested in really opening your heart center to really have as much love as you can in your heart, and you're finding ways to put healing into the world. You're finding ways to increase self-care, all kinds of wonderful ways to develop beautiful self-care rituals and a spiritual routine. So this is saying share what you're learning, share what you know, because the world needs healing, right? The world needs healing. And it's not about preaching a belief system. Obviously, I do believe in reincarnation and I do believe in karma, but it's not saying that you have to convert people or anything like that. But if you want to you have a beautiful message of love and healing, you don't even have to have a denomination, right? You don't even have to believe in anything. Those are wonderful things that will elevate the consciousness of the whole planet, right? So share your love, okay? Share your love and share your your beautiful healing energy, because we all really need that. And with Pisces, we want to share our hearts and our compassion. All right. Now, the fifth and final card. All right. I talk a lot about the group. You know how important it is, the group, for so many reasons. One, we really are all in this together. We're all on this beautiful planet together. And we do need to just be responsible for each other. And it's also when people gather, the more they gather, the energy grows exponentially. So it's also how we can get really strong. Okay. And so when you meditate with someone else, the energy grows exponentially. We're all doing this. These oracle messages are for everyone listening. All right. And as the group grows, the energy grows. Okay. So the fifth and final card is, what energy can we all embrace as a group that will help to unify the group, that will help to unify? Because Pisces is unifying energy. Okay. It is, you cut yourself, I bleed, right? There is no me, there is no you with Pisces. There are no boundaries. It is unifying. So let's embrace the unifying love. of Pisces. And let's embrace this energy. And if we embrace this energy, we will all help to unify the group. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy will help to unify. So think about what Scorpio is healing. It is the most healing energy because it's the phoenix rising from the ashes. It is about transformation. It's about digging deep. It's about uncovering truths. So, but it's about real regeneration, true transformation. So if we want to unify and bring us all together, one, we need to speak our truth to each other, right? And get things out in the open, speak our truth, really dig deep to experience profound transformation, not superficial transformation, real transformation. Really looking at ourselves and saying, can I be more compassionate? Can I be more empathetic to this person, right? Can I, it's like asking those really deep, profound questions, and it is healing. So this is also saying we can unify the group by incorporating activities and tools that not only heal us but heal others. So this is also therapy, this is counseling, so this is really communicating with each other about meaningful things, right? Meaningful things, and allowing for transformation. So, I like to say with Scorpio energy, even when the truth ain't pretty, it is always beautiful. That's my little Scorpio astro poem. And so, we got to live in truth now. We got to live in truth and be open to real healing, real transformation, and real regeneration so that we all then grow together and we help each other to grow. All right. So when we're looking at this, wow. Okay. And we've got some zodiac signs. Remember when we get those, that means, if you're for the Leos and the Libras and the Scorpios out there, your talents are needed. You have gifts that will really benefit the group right now. So because you may think Libra, it's just so natural for you to be charming and gracious and negotiate and be diplomatic. Well, that's not easy for other people. Some people, it's very hard. That's very hard. So lead the way with your beautiful assertive diplomacy. Show us how it's done. Leo, show us how to play. Show us how to celebrate ourselves and each other, right? Leo is also very celebratory energy. So if we want to be more creative, celebrate yourself and celebrate others, right? Be that cheerleader, because everybody needs that. These have been very stressful times, and so sometimes we've not been celebrating as much as we can. And with the Scorpio, Scorpios remind us that profound transformation is impossible. Scorpio energy reminds us that there are no real endings, only new beginnings, but we must open our hearts to transformation. We must allow some things to go. We must allow a relationship to end if it's not able to deepen, so that then you can bring in a deeper, more fulfilling relationship or project or a healing routine or therapy, going deep, not living on the surface, right? Scorpio says there are benefits to digging deep and really looking and asking the harder questions with the knowledge that rejuvenation is open to us. Rejuvenation, rehabilitation, transformation is always open to us. And that's the gift that Scorpios bring. So if you resonate to those zodiac signs, your gifts are needed at this time. Share your gifts. Don't take them for granted, and don't think just because it's common sense to you that other people are like that. So that's why, the way I talk about our chart, get your natal chart. It's so worth it. All right. Connect with your energy. Those are your superpowers, right? As Michelle Auerbach taught us how important that is, to connect to our superpowers. Your chart is a beautiful gift you give yourself. right? It's not narcissistic. It's love your energy because those are your gifts. And then you will benefit the group by sharing those gifts. And when you see someone else who doesn't have it, instead of judging or saying, oh, I'm better than they are, they can't do this, you can say, hey, I can do this. I'm going to contribute my talent. And they're going to have their own talents, right? And then let's try to bring those out and say, hey, oh, okay. You've got all this earth energy. Wow, okay, you're going to help me be a little more practical, right? And so you want to help others celebrate their gifts, and then we're all in an ideal world. We're loving our own gifts, and we're sharing our gifts with others, and we're celebrating what others also bring, right? That's sort of the uber goal. Okay, these are really beautiful messages. Now, I did a meditation last month after the Aquarian spread, and I got a lot of feedback about that. It meant so much to me. So many of you said that you really loved that and you wanted me to do more of those. They're like little guided meditations. So I really appreciate your feedback. And you know what? Go to my Instagram. You can DM me. House of Astrology. You can go to my YouTube channel, watch my videos, and leave comments. And it really helps me to know when I do certain things that you really like or that you really find helpful, right? Because I really want the whole purpose of my shows, right, is to bring you ways, easy, immediate, elegant ways to help you be present with your energy so you can instantly manifest your superpowers, right? That's what it's all about. And it's not about, I want to break through the jargon of astrology. And you should be able to just listen to the meditation or incorporate some of these tools and techniques and just instantly feel some healing and some rejuvenation. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick bite-sized astro meditation to help us really connect and manifest the beautiful transcendent Piscean energy. Okay, so just relax and close your eyes. And I want you to imagine a beautiful healing bubble, and just walk through the bubble, and you don't burst it because Pisces is unifying energy. So right now, there are no boundaries. You're just this fluid, beautiful creature, and you're just going to walk through the bubble and just stand there and then look around. And now I want you to think about everyone you love, everyone you really hold dear, and they're outside the bubble right now. You're going to reach your beautiful arm just right through the bubble, hold out your hand to them, and then they're going to grab your hand, connect, and just gently pull them into the bubble with you. And you're going to do this one by one with everyone you love, your family, your friends, your romantic honey bun. Just bring them all in one by one. And they're all in the bubble with you, and you're looking around. And I want you to surround them all in every color of the rainbow, because Pisces is the 12th and final sign of the zodiac. It is everything. It is every color. And it is all of humanity. It is universal love. So now feel your heart, and feel your heart expanding as each beautiful soul that you bring into your beautiful bubble, your heart expands bigger and bigger. And you are full of love, and you're radiating love to everyone, everyone. And now, you know what I want you to do? I want you now to reach your hand out to some people that maybe you've had some disagreements with, that maybe you aren't that crazy about. But you're going to reach out to them, and you're going to bring them into your bubble too. Yeah. You're going to bring everyone in one by one. You're going to bring them in. Even the ones that maybe you've been even arguing with, you're going to bring them in. And you're going to open your heart center to them. And you're going to surround them with every color of the rainbow. And as it surrounds the person, it just then goes to the next person and the next and the next. And you'll realize that we are all connected by the same colors. We're all the same colors. We're all the same colors. And this beautiful, beautiful Piscean energy, the unifying, compassionate, sensitive, empathetic energy of Pisces, it's really going to bring us all together. And it starts with just visualizing that we are all together already. That's our show. Until next time, enjoy and embrace transformation.